this is JC. Welcome to Missed Again, where every missed shot is a lesson. It's not about perfect play, it's about my struggles and honest progress. Probably the biggest challenge for advanced beginners after shot making is learning how to run out a series of balls. There's actually a hidden map for each rack, and you just need to unlock your ability to see the path of the cue ball that connects one object ball to the next. However, seeing the path of the cue ball is easier said than done, and the saying, "it comes with experience," is not helpful when you don't know what to look out for. I hope this video will provide some insight to help unlock your cue ball path sight. The first and most important thing you must know is where the cue ball will go after contacting an object ball. If you have not, check out my video on the topic to help make more sense of this video. In this video, we'll focus on cue ball control with no side spin, as the objective is to learn to see the natural cue ball paths and not manipulate the paths. Let's start with a simple 3-ball layout where we have to pocket the yellow 1 ball, then the blue 2 ball, and then the black 8 ball. For the sake of this discussion, we'll assume the 8 ball must go into the nearest side pocket. Think how you will get from each ball to the next and where the cue ball should end up to be in a good position for the 8 ball. First, look for the key shots that need to be made in a layout. This is usually the most challenging shot or shots that may make or break the run. In this case, it is to get from the 2 ball to the 8 ball. Second, learn to look for the natural cue ball path off the cushion and without using top or bottom spin if possible. I'll shoot the 1 ball with a stun draw to get a good angle on the 2 ball. There is a natural path for the cue ball to pocket the 2 ball, travel off at an approximate 30-degree angle into the cushion after contacting the 2 ball. I shoot with the correct speed control for the cue ball to end up across the 8 ball for a straightforward shot into the side pocket. The cue ball will bounce off the cushion at a predictable angle, since angle in equals angle out. Here's the same layout, but the cue ball is in a different position. It is no longer straight on with the 1 ball, but to its left. Once again, think how you will get from each ball to the next and where the cue ball should end up to be in good position for the 8 ball. Did you manage to see that the cue ball path can be almost identical to the previous layout? All you need to do is to get into the same position for the 2 ball after pocketing the 1 ball. This can be done by coming off 1 rail and ending up very close to the same position as before. You then shoot the 2 ball the same way to get shape on the 8 ball. Once again, we're using no side spin, but just the natural path of the cue ball and speed control. The objective of this exercise is to unlock your cue ball path sight before moving to side spin shots. Notice how similar the shots on the 2 and 8 balls are to the previous layout. Let's make things more challenging by adding another ball. This time you need to pocket the 3 ball in the side pocket before pocketing the 8 ball. What would be the cue ball path you would take? If you're thinking of reinventing the cue ball path for this layout, here's a hint. See how the previous path can be adapted for this layout. The key shot is now getting from the 2 ball to the 3 ball. Assuming no side spin is used, you can use the same cue ball path as the previous layout, but go 2 rails instead of 1 rail off the 2 ball. This means you'll get from the 1 to the 2 ball with the same stun draw. Now see if you can see the path of the cue ball from the 2 ball to the 3 ball. It is basically an extension of the path to the 8 ball from the previous layout. I shoot with a medium stroke, but with a bit of topspin so that there's more forward roll on the cue ball. I do not want to hit hard, as a hard shot will shorten the rebound angle of the cushion. With the right speed control, you can get a good shot on the 3 ball. Next, a very soft shot holds the position of the cue ball for the final shot on the 8 ball. Now we have the same layout, but with the cue ball off to the left of the 1 ball. Once again, you can use the same cue ball paths from the previous 2 layouts. Pocket the 1 ball and go off 1 rail to get positioned on the 2 ball. Pocket the 2 ball with a bit of topspin to go 2 rails for position on the 3 ball. Notice how the cue ball positions are almost identical for each of the layouts. That is because the key shots use a similar path of the cushions. Here's one final layout, this time with the cue ball down in the middle of the table. Hopefully by now, you can see the cue ball path. It can be exactly the same as before. You just need to get the cue ball in the correct position for the 2 ball. Once again, you can go 1 rail, but this time off the short rail due to the angle on the 1 ball. Shoot with the center ball hit and correct speed control. And just like that, we are set for the same cue ball paths as before. Shoot using the natural paths of the cue ball and work on your speed control. Hopefully these examples have demonstrated how to see the cue ball pass from one object ball to the other. Once you learn where the cue ball will go after contacting an object ball, you can extend the paths of cushions to see where the cue ball needs to be delivered for the next shot. Well, that's it for this video. Did you find the video useful, and would you like to see similar videos that explore how to unlock cue ball paths for different positional shots? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. It will really help the channel out. And be sure to check out my merch store at mragainpool.com for a whole bunch of original designs, and this is the best way you can support the channel. Every miss makes us better, so let's grow together. My name is JC. Try not to miss again.